What is up, everyone? It's I Sleep Too Late, and in this tutorial video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up a custom Pokemon Showdown server and share that server with other people online so you can battle with other people using a custom format. We're going to be using Pure Hackmons No Nerfs as an example. This is a custom format created so that every Pokemon is at their highest across all generations. This is the source code that I have in my repository GitHub. You can see that I have several files here, including leftovers again. I'm going to briefly explain leftovers again, and I'll have a little bit of a chat about it at the end of this video. Additionally, you're going to want Smogon's Pokemon Showdown source code. This is github.com/Smogon/Pokemon Showdown. This is the link to the server repository. Now, when I talk about the server, there's a thing that you need to know about. When you create a mod folder and you customize a format for Pokemon Showdown, if you go to, like, for example, Gen 9 and you edit things, like for example in my Pure Hackmons No Nerfs, Mewtwo has a special defense of 154 because in Gen 1, Red, Blue, Yellow, Mewtwo's special defense was its special stat. It was one single stat, so its special defense was technically 154 as well. But when I go to the team builder and I look at Mewtwo, its stats are still going to show up as 90 special defense, even though when you make the mod folder and you battle someone, it's going to show up as 154 in the actual mechanics of the game. Same thing with displaying information. So, for example, parental bond is 50% in my format, the second hit, whereas in Gen 9 it's typically 25%. So it's going to show up still saying that 25% instead of half a percent, or not half percent, but like 50% instead of 25%. Um, I don't know if I explained that right, but basically, there is no way to change that. I mean, you can make a custom, like you can try to custom overwrite the descriptions, but it seems like there is something in Pokemon Showdown server that is like hard coded that you cannot change. For example, when you make a custom server, your username and login are going to be the same throughout. That can't change either. So you can't just simply steal I Sleep Too Late on a custom server. I Sleep Too Late is already taken by someone else who's already made an account, for example, right? So those are some things to keep in mind, that there are some things that are hard coded in Pokemon Showdown in spite of there being source code here that you can modify. The other thing to talk about is Cloudflare. This is what I personally use to create a public link to allow other people to join in your custom server. There's other things, services like this, like ngrok, but Cloudflare seemed to be the one that worked for me personally. And this last link here that I want to show you is Dramamine's leftovers again. I did modify this source code. This source code is about like 6-7 years old. You can see here that it looks like the person, according to the README, took the server offline, and so I don't really know what happened with that. But the bot source code is out here, like I said. You can download it, you can modify it. I modified it and I did update it to work with the current iteration of Pokemon Showdown in 2025 going into 2026. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. You're going to want to download the source code for Pure Hackmons No Nerfs if you want to use my custom mod folder. And you're going to want to go to your Pokemon Showdown Smogon's repository. Go to code here and download the zip here from that link. And then Cloudflare, if you want to use Cloudflare, you can simply go to their repository and then click on releases at the right side here. And then you can scroll all the way down. And we're going to mainly be using Windows in this video. I'm going to talk a little bit about Linux at the end of this video, but most people have Windows, which is what we're going to be displaying here. So you can either do exe or MSI at the bottom here, but I've tried the exe. I don't know if the exe works. I know the MSI works. So just download one of those two, and all you have to do is just double click it and it'll load. All right, moving forward, I already took the liberty of downloading all of these things onto my downloads folder. You can see the zip folders here. You're going to want to double click on them and extract them onto the wherever you want. So I put them in a desktop folder. You can see the Pokemon Showdown Master folder here, and then the rest of the contents of my other folder up here. So you're going to want to go to your master folder, your Pokemon Showdown source code, And if you want to install a mod folder, so my mod folder is called PHNN, stands for Pure Hackmons No Nerfs. Go to Pokemon Showdown's repository or folder. Go to data, go to mods, and then this is going to be the folder with all the other mod folders. So you're going to click and drag the PHNN folder over here, and voila. It's not that simple though. You want to also have this mod folder displayed as a format. So you're going to want to go back to Pokemon Showdown Master and then go to config. Once you go to config, you're going to see a format.ts file. You're going to want to click and drag my format.ts file in my repository and just replace that file. If you want to keep the old format.ts, you're more than welcome to. You can download it from the repository from Smogon again if you want. But this is how you fully set up Pokemon Showdown to work with Pure Hackmons No Nerfs. So now if you want to get this set up on, wherever, so you just want to go to command prompt. You can actually just go to search and then type CMD, or you can just find it. And then you're going to want to go to your Pokemon Showdown master folder, copy the directory. On command prompt, you're going to want to type CD space and then paste the directory. And then very simply, you're going to type node Pokemon Showdown. And then wait for it to install all the dependencies. It's going to take a while. And if you want, you can type npm audit fix after this is all done to fix all of these vulnerabilities. But other than that, you have it working just fine. You can see here, it's created a config.js file and it's working on localhost 8000. So you can actually just click or copy and paste this and just go to, here. Oh, let's not forget the H. And here you go. So this is the custom server that we just created. Very cool, right? And if you want to set up Cloudflare, you're gonna have to use a separate command prompt. And what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to tunnel this using so assuming you've already installed Cloudflare. I already did install Cloudflare, so you just have to type Cloudflare tunnel --url space, and then you just type your local host or wherever you're hosting it. It should be localhost 8000, localhost 8000. And then wait for this to load. And as you can see, it populated a link for you that you can just copy and paste. So let's go ahead and highlight this. It's in the box. And then when you go here, you can actually just copy and paste it, and it's going to be a custom link. It's your link. It will, every time you do this, it'll generate a new different link. But this is a link that you can copy and paste and send it to your friends through Discord or through whatever messenger. You can text it to them, and they can play it from across the country, wherever they want in the world, as long as they have internet. So that's how you do it. And yeah, it works the same way. Like I said before with Team Builder, you go to new teams here. Oh, real quick, before I go any further, so you can actually modify the format.ts file. Where is it? Config. So you can actually modify this. I'm just going to open it with Notepad. You can see that this is the file, and these are the edits that I made. I just added a no nerfs format here with Pure Hackmons No Nerfs. I have singles, doubles, and triples. But like I said, if you want to see that here, all you have to do is click on formats, and you can see Pure Hackmons No Nerfs doubles, and No Nerfs triples. And what I was saying before is that, for example, Mewtwo, right? It's going to say 90 here. It's going to show up as Mewtwo has 90 special defense. But just so you know, in the actual iteration, when you actually battle someone, this stat is going to be changed so that it's 154. The only reason why it's 90 is because it's hard-coded into the Gen 9 database. So that's just the way it's going to be. All right, everyone. For better or worse, I wanted to make another recording for the Leftovers Again segment of this video, which might be bad news for those Windows users because I was having trouble getting it set up on Windows. It seems like it works just fine on my machine though, And this is an opportunity for me to show you what my chmod desktop shortcuts look like, which I have in my repository as well. So here they are, the three of them. All I have to do is click on the type node one, run it, and then just type node Pokemon Showdown. And that's gonna run it just fine. And then if I want to go to like Showdown, Cloudflare, I just click on this, just double click on it, and it runs just fine. And then if I want to create a bot that will run on my server, I just click on this button here. And then all I have to do is hit run, and then it just runs just fine, right? And so this is how I set up all of my things. Like I don't have to necessarily demonstrate this to you because I've made several videos showing myself battling the bot using these three terminals. But I just wanted to show you what that looked like, and that if you know, to tell you, like, unfortunately, I was having some trouble figuring out how to use leftovers again on Windows. But I know that it is possible. So if you want to figure out more, my suggestion is to go to like just go to like ChatGPT, honestly, and ask them to debug the issue, because it seems like there are some dependencies that I'm not able to fully bring onto GitHub because of how large the files are. Um, you just type just go into the virtual environment that I have the venv folder for, and the short story is you install some of the dependencies that are missing, which unfortunately I can't like bring into GitHub because of the large volume of files. But that's how I did it basically. And if anyone really wants to know how to do leftovers again and how to set that up, it's not my code, it's somebody else's code, but I did update it for my own personal use. If you want to know more about that, just send me a message and let me know if there's more demand for it. I'm more than happy to make a separate video showing you how to do that. But this is a video basically telling you how to, create your own custom server and show with other people. The leftovers again thing is there. It's possible to do it. Like I said, it's very possible to do it on a Linux machine. For Windows, I'm not 100% sure exactly. If anyone out there knows how to do it, feel free to let me know. But also, I hope you enjoyed this video, and feel free to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I will see you all later. Peace out.